Hi everyone, I'm Sandy and today I am back for Tag Tuesday, and today I'm going to do a double tag. I didn't do a tag last week, so I thought why not go ahead and do one for you or do a double tag for you today. So the two tags that I'm going to do, the first one is the how do you find time to read tag, and then the second one is the book buying history tag. I was not tagged in the how do you find time to read tag. I just happened to see it on Steve Donoghue's channel, and it was originally created by Josh over at Working Man Reads. I will leave both of their, and then I also saw it on Jeremy Fee's channel. I will leave all of their channels linked in the description below. And then the book buying history tag, I was actually tagged by Elizabeth over at Bouquins Books about 3 months ago. So I'm really sorry it took me so long to get to this one. If you're not familiar with Elizabeth's channel, definitely go check her out because I really enjoy her quite a bit. And then what I thought I would do today is go ahead and draw my names ahead of time so that people can pick which one they want to do or don't want to do later. If you have time and you choose to do one of these, great. But I am going to go ahead and take my lovely little jar here and we'll just draw a couple of names from the jar. So the first one is Gina Stanier. So Gina, if you haven't done these or would like to do those, you're tagged in this lovely one. Next one is Marilyn Maya Mendoza. You are tagged in this as well. And I will draw one more. And the last one is Kelly from Books I'm Not Reading. Kelly has been on a bit of a break lately, but if she comes back, hopefully she'll choose to do one of these. But I will leave all three channels linked in the description as well for you so you can go and check them out. Let's go ahead and get into the tags. Okay, so for how do you find time to read tag, as I said, this was created by Josh over at Working Man Reads. I saw it on Steve Donoghue's channel and Jeremy Fee's channel, and it has 6 questions. Actually, yeah, it has six questions. So the first question is, where is your favorite place to read? My favorite place to read is 100% at my island in my kitchen. I have so much space down there. I can have my my water bottle and my cup of coffee in the morning and my iPad and my stack of books that I want to try and read. And I just love sitting there for some reason. I'm not sure why. It has great light. Maybe that's part of the reason why, but it is 100%. I will spend quite a bit of time down there reading. Absolutely. Question number 2, do you read every day? I absolutely do read every day. I read quite a bit. It is my favorite form of entertainment. I usually get up very, very early in the morning. Usually by about 5 in the morning, I am up and I'm sitting at the island reading. And I will read until I have to get ready for work, which can be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours first thing in the morning. I read anywhere from, my lowest so far in September, I read 40 pages. My highest was closer to the 500 page mark. I read on the weekends. I typically still get up very early in the morning and read for about 4 or 5 hours on the weekend, on any weekend day. It is 100% how I read so much, is that I get up I get up way too early. But I do absolutely 100% read every day, unless I'm on vacation, then it kind of goes down a little bit. But if I'm home, I 100% read every day. Question 3, do you read out loud to any family members? No, I definitely don't read out loud to my husband. I don't have any young children at home, so I don't read out loud to them. I just really don't have any reason to read out loud. So I know there's a prompt in Victober about reading something out loud. We'll see. I don't even like reading out loud on my channel. So yeah, I'm not a big one for reading out loud. Question 4, your favorite career for a main character to have? I do like books where there is someone in a bookstore. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue has a bookshop in there, and so did I'm trying to think of the couple of the other ones, but The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is one that had a bookshop in it. I certainly like a book with a good detective in it, which could be anything from a Hercule Poirot novel. I just finished the last in the series of the In Death series, which has a great detective in it. Those are some of my favorite ones. Question 5, do you read at work? No, I can't read at work. I am in meetings all day long. Usually they start at between 8 and 9, and they're often back to back to back, and and I'm on Zoom calls basically all day. I just do not have 100% do not have the ability to even listen to audiobooks. I might be able to read at lunch sometimes, but I typically cannot. I just do not have that kind of time at work, which is, just nature of the type of work I do. Okay, so question 6. Tell me what book you are going to read today. So I did read a little bit this morning. I actually ended up being able to go to the gym for the first time in a few weeks this morning, which took away from reading time, but was really important. So I did already read some of Unbroken by Laura Hillenbrand. I am doing that as a buddy read with Shelley Swearingen. And of course, I'll leave a link to her channel as well down below. That book is phenomenal. So I was reading that earlier today. I also am reading The Final Years of Marilyn Monroe with Carrie from Very Literary Carrie. We're almost halfway through this book now. We're reading about 25 pages a day. And so I will have to read my 25 pages of this book today. And then the last one is Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy. I will be reading, I'm doing this as a buddy read with one of my subscribers, which I'm super thrilled about. I had put this up as an Instagram poll and Blood Meridian won by 2-1. And someone said that they had this book sitting around, and I asked if they had time to do a buddy read, and they thankfully said yes. So we're going to be reading about 2 chapters a day. So I have finished 1 chapter, I have 1 chapter left to read of this. But I love buddy reads. I love it when that happens too, because this book was going to be a bit of a struggle to start, and now I am well on my way. Okay, so that is How Do You Find Time to Read tag. So the second one is the book buying history tag. And so for this one, there's only 2 prompts, which is perfect. So the first one is, where do I get my books? Store, library, online, etc. So as you can tell from Blood Meridian, if you didn't notice this thing here, I get quite a few books from the library, especially books off of the 1001 list, because I don't know for sure if I'm going to want to buy them or keep them. So this is one I have from the library. I also have American Pastoral by Philip Roth. I also have The Crying of Lot 49 by Thomas Pynchon. These are 3 books that I probably would not have bought for myself, or I'm not anticipating wanting to own these. So I'm so thankful I could get them from the library. My library also lets you check out ebooks, which is fantastic. I have read so many more books since that became an option that you could do. My second favorite place to get books is thrift books online. I 100% will go look there first, because you can often get books for a few dollars, and I haven't been super disappointed in the quality of books. This is one that is on my 2021 list, Gabriel's Gift by Hannah Kurieshi. I'm probably butchering that name. I apologize. This one came from Thrift Books and was, I believe, like a few dollars, and it is brand spanking new, this book. But then you can also end up with books like this. Yeah, you wouldn't know what book this is. This is The Optimist's Daughter by Eudora Welty. It's the first book that I've gotten that I was slightly disappointed, and you can see from here there's some damage on the cover. I do think it was very, very cheap, but you can kind of tell it's just not a very exciting book from the cover. Definitely, hopefully don't judge a book by this cover. But Thrift Books is a place I 100% get quite a few books. I also like to go to Half Price Books. I like to go to Barnes & Noble. And so I just like buying books. So yeah, I want to buy all the books, even if I can't read them. I saw a couple people do their physical TBRs recently, and I'm kind of terrified, because I think most of this bookshelf, there's a lot of unread books on that bookshelf. So maybe in a future video, we'll see. So question 2, how do I choose the books I get? List recommendations and cover buys. I do get quite a few books off of the 1001 Books You Must Read Before You Die list. I talked a little bit this weekend about, I think I'm going to change how I select the books, because I have been doing kind of a random drawing, and I am not enjoying that as much. I think I'm going to just choose which ones I want to read, rather than trying to do a randomness, because there are books that I just make sense to read together, and I just want to do that slightly differently. And then I do 100% get book recommendations from people on BookTube, because that's where I got this one, The Great Circle from Maggie Shipstead. I don't follow a lot of prizes, anything like that. And this one I saw on Kieran at Katie Books. I also saw it on Bob the Booker and Eric Carvel Anderson, and all of them were saying you should read this book. I put myself on the hold list at the library, and at position 400 I decided to go ahead and buy the book, which is really silly because I'm not planning on reading this right now, so I don't know why I bought it right now other than I went to the bookstore and it was calling to me. I am annoyed by this though, this fake sticker on here. I didn't see it at the time, and now that I've had it on camera I definitely see it. I'm very annoyed by that. In addition to that, this book right here, You by Kepnes, was a recommendation by AJ Dunn. So I will also leave AJ's channel linked down below. BookTube, I get tons and tons and tons of recommendations from BookTube. But I think that's going to do it for my tags today. So I already drew everyone earlier today. Please, hopefully one of these tags appeals to you and you want to do them. And with that, as always, like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, everyone, thanks. Bye.